Warm greetings to our Honorable Executive President and Vice Chancellor, Honorable Dr. Mangesh Karat Sir, HODs, HOIs, Deans, Directors, Mentors, students, and everyone present here. I am Suruchi Bhatt, and I'm here to present to all of you on behalf of MIT Art, Design, and Technology University. We've gathered here today to felicitate the outstanding performance by the students of MIT-ADT University who've made the university proud in the Smart India Hackathon 2022. But before we begin, as is our usual practice of MIT-ADT University, let us join our hands for the World Peace Prayer. This prayer is above all caste and creed. May I please request you to join your hands for the World Peace Prayer?
वेद पाद्या जय जय स्वसंवेद्या आत्मरूपा देवासूति गणेषु अवधारियो गुरुर्विष्णु गुरु तस्मै श्री पूर्णात् पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
Thank you, team. Smart India Hackathon has yet again proven to be extremely successful in instilling a culture of innovation and problem-solving mindsets in the students. The platform enunciated pressing problems faced in their daily lives and encouraged innovative thinking in young minds, particularly our engineering students from across India. This year, more than 17,000 teams from various universities across the country participated in the event. MIT-ADT University is super proud that 7 of our teams were shortlisted in this nationwide competition, and 2 of them have made their mark by winning the first prize. On that note, may I please request Professor Dr. Mohit Dubey, sir, to welcome the gathering.
Thank you, respected dais and passionate youngsters out of the dais. Thank you actually for giving us an opportunity to host this very proud moment and share the happiness that all of us actually felt when first we saw you interacting with the Honorable Prime Minister of this country. And there was also an opportunity to feel a member of an exclusive club where 15,000 kids were participating in Smart India Hackathon 2022 at 75 centers, nodal centers that were selected by Ministry of Education for this year's edition. So it was kind of a very selective club, and we know the teams who were here from various parts of the country. While Dr. Rekha Sugandhi and her team was engaged in making sure that the teams who are here create some products, create some solutions which would be beneficial for the society. But somewhere deep in our hearts, we were rooting for our teams who have gone out and were engaged into solution building exercise elsewhere. And we could see the flurry of messages in the form of WhatsApp messages and Instagrams and whatnot, when there was the display of communication between our team and the Prime Minister on 25th, which was the first day of the Smart India Hackathon. So I think, can we have a huge round of applause for yourself first? As you know, this was the world's largest platform. And for the first time, there were many things that were happening for the first, as first. For the first time, they have conducted both the versions simultaneously. So there were software versions that were happening for 2 days. Now this year, they clubbed the hardware version, which was spread over 5 days. It makes the complexity even more. Second experimentation was that they also did a school hackathon, the Smart India Hackathon for juniors. And there was a team from Navy Mumbai which was a winner in that category, which was awarded along with the senior category on 29th of August. We were very proud when we were announced to be the nodal center for hardware in the Western region. There was a nostalgic moment as well attached to this whole thing. Many of you would not know that this Smart India Hackathon was actually first time was hosted by Kothrood under the leadership of Professor Mangesh Karad. So when there was an opportunity for us to host that, it was like bringing that event back to our homes in our grounds. And I'm very proud to share that many of our teams worked day in, day out to organize that fantastic event. Now today's event is a culmination of some of those pockets of winners that you might have displayed at various locations. But towards the end of the Smart India Hackathon, I mentioned this to the ministry's representative who was here, that irrespective of whoever wins in whichever category, whichever team that you want to take them forward, we at MIT Art Design and Technology University run a incubator which is always open to give the support for taking their journey forward. Many of these in the past winners, the creation has actually died down. So for us internally also, we were kind of thinking that if we can make this kind of this was a war room actually for 5 days, if you look at sort of where people were working 24/7. And I'm pretty sure you have experienced that war room like situation wherever you were. If that is the way, at least one room in each department can be made, which operates only on the projects, only on the innovative ideas, and every student of every department aspires to be part of that team which is working in that room under various innovative ideas, I think these platforms would serve a humongous service to our intent of creating this university in the direction of innovation and entrepreneurship-led university. So whether you have won, I know there were 2 teams who have won the first prize, but rest assured that all the other 5 teams, and in fact all the 30 teams which are sent to ministry, I would say that all of you have an equal opportunity. While all of you are here, if you want to make a mark, whether it is Smart India Hackathon or no Smart India Hackathon, this university is committed to take your venture to the next level, whether sometime some or the other ministry will take a note, definitely. And once again, I would like to thank you for sharing this whole opportunity with us and making us all proud, and wish you all the best. And please feel free to reach us out for any support that you want to convert this journey, which is like a spark right now, into a full-blown passion. And we want to see some of these turn up into unicorns from this MIT Art Design Technology University campus. So once again, thank you, and I welcome you all on this momentous occasion for us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. You've indeed set a very solid ground for us to work upon. I now request Professor Dr. Renu Vyas, Head MIT School of Bioengineering Sciences and Research, to address the audience with her influencing words.
Thank you. Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, respected Chakradev, sir, Gaisa, sir, other dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, faculties, friends, and my dear, dear students. What a wonderful moment. I'm totally, overjoyed by the stupendous success of our university students. Heartiest congratulations to not just the winners, but as just now Mohiti said, all the participants of SIH. Because winning, children, is not in our hands, but participation is in our hands. So, and I remember that the first, Suraj is here, and I'm very happy to see him. And I remember that the first round also happened here, and I was so amazed to see the kind of vibrant atmosphere that was here, and very happy to see so many students participating. So that was an amazing, and I hope, Karat sir, that every year we have more and more teams from the university participating in this wonderful event. So really glad that children, you participated. Some of you are not here. I understand it is Ganpati time, but please convey the message to all the students in the universities. You all have students, you all have better networks. So please convey this message that next year we want to see more and more students. So after the iGEM event in 2019, when we received the DBT award and our students went to Boston and presented their work on synthetic biology, I think this is the next best historic moment in our university. And this is all despite constraints of time and resources. I had one-on-one conversations with many of our students, and they said that, Madam, we spent 15,000, and there were teams, spending almost 80, 90,000 on the prototype. So this speaks wonders. I tell you, it is not the resources, it is the ideas that rule the world. So please go ahead, please, always don't get bogged down by ye nahi hai, wo nahi hai. If you have an idea, people will support you. People see your intention, all right? So, and of course, as Sir said, the image of Siri, conversing with the Prime Minister, I think that is etched in my memory forever. It was so amazing moment. It was the wow moment. And it will stay forever etched in my memory. Friends, I will just, with your kind permission, relate a small incident, a bit funny, but at the same time a bit sweet. And that small thing speaks volumes about the organization culture we have, the kind of mutual respect and understanding we have, and the way we chip in for each other. So this was during the peak time of SIH, and I was conducting a meeting, a faculty meeting at our conference room. And I just started the meeting, just few minutes into the meeting, and the faculty just took the mobile and ran outside. And I thought maybe some family emergency, because this kind of things don't happen. So I said, okay. And after some time again, I saw another faculty with the mobile just running outside. And I was like, hey, what's happening? And then I was told that students are calling from the center, and our faculties are constantly answering them and answering their queries, guiding them. And audience, do you know what is the best part? The best is yet to come. The best part is, वो जो faculties जो भागी थी, वो उनकी team की mentor नहीं थी. They were, that is a kind of teamwork. They asked because they wanted something on material science, so Dr. Chandrakant was running. They were asking something related to electronics, and Dr. Porish was running. I was so happy to see that, it's not like meri team hai, ye hai. It was all just chipping in together. So this is what is the organization culture we have at our institute, at our university. And just the other day, Vinayak sir and we were having a discussion. A parent asked me, what's so different about your place and, your courses here? Then I asked sir, what should I tell this parent? Then he said, you tell them that the organization culture is the differentiator. So it is the organization culture which is the differentiator. We may have less resources than other very rich universities, but what we have is the willpower. What we have is the number of ideas. We are no less in talent, and you should never have any complex. Children, don't compare with anybody else. You are really, really good in yourself, and all you need is that willpower and that strength to take it to completion. All right, so yesterday was Teachers' Day, and when our students handed over the university trophy to Honorable Dr. Mangesh Karat sir, and sir was so gracious enough, and he was, honoring them, and I almost had tears in my eyes. I like such young kids getting honored by the Vice Chancellor of University. So that was the best Teachers' Day gift, when it's the best proud moment for a teacher when the student gets recognized. So I think really there is no other comparison to this kind of happiness. And I also remember the words of our NCL icon, Dr. Michelle Kerr. I've been hearing him for the last 25 years. And when I joined as GRF, he was just leaving for as DGCSR. He always says, you do your work, let the success make the noise. And children, you have exactly done that. Really, really very proud of you. But I would also like to say, don't let this success get to your head. Because today, if you're getting puffed up by this praise, then tomorrow criticism will destroy you. All right? So you must derive your pleasure from the work itself. If you like what you do, you don't have to work a single day. All right? So derive the pleasure from the work itself. And this is not in your student life, but as you go ahead in professional careers, this message you should always remember. All right? Keep working no matter what people praise, people may sometimes criticize, but you should get that happiness from the work what you're doing. Believe in yourself. All right? So let us take this opportunity and express deep sense of gratitude to Honorable Karat sir for his unflinching support and the wonderful emphasis on innovation. I also thank Gaisa sir for his trust in our team and his assurance that we will take all projects forward irrespective of the results. Now that was a big confidence booster even before all the teams went. Thank you so much, sir. Sincere thanks to AIC, IIC officers, Mohit ji, Dr. Virendra Bhojwani, Suraj, Vilas, Dr. Rekha. Thank you so much for the logistic support and organizing this event. I thank Honorable Chakradev sir for gracing this event. Thank you all for patient hearing. And once again, being a teacher, I address my students. Hearty congratulations. Keep working. This is not the end. This is the beginning. Ye dil mange more. Keep innovating. Thank you and love you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Continuing with this amazing experience, there is no better way of reliving it with words from the teams themselves. Winning or losing is just a part of the process. I request one member from each of our participating teams to kindly take over the dais and share their experience. To begin with, may I first call upon Nilay Bhalerao from the Dynalog team.
Good evening, all. Good evening, all. I'm Nilay Bhalerao from Team Dynalog, and let's just start with the honorable mentions. First, I congratulate and show my humble support to Dr. Renu ma'am, Dr. Vinayak sir, Dr. Mangesh Karat sir, and I remember Vilas sir constantly being behind our team, even though like we were behind most of our like applications and stuff, but he was still supporting us. Special thanks to Mohit Dubey sir. I remember him taking a session for understanding what the AICT team requires, and so we can be better prepared for when we go to the nodal centers. And special thanks to Dr. Preetham sir and Dr. Deepali ma'am. They have showed utmost support to us and have helped us in all our problems and stuff. So I'll be candid and I'll give my humble experience of what all I have experienced when I went to Kerala for our hardware presentation. Uh, the uh, the first thing is we don't know how the stars aligned because we applied just 2 hours before, like the actual like in-house presentation. We just applied 2 hours before and we got selected somehow, and that was one of the biggest moments of our team for our teams, and that was really something else. Uh, so mind you, in just 2 hours we got 48 by 48 inches flex. We got a PPT ready. We made them understood, okay, we have a legit idea and we are working on it. And we thought we would not like even qualify, but we still qualified, and that was a very good moment. Then again, one more incident happened. We had to prepare a YouTube video, and I remember them like saying, okay, you have to make this YouTube video in just 1 or 2 days. And I was in contact with the person in charge. I was in contact with him all the time. He said, okay, you can submit it by tomorrow, 10 a.m. ish. I submitted that, and then the next day, email came to me saying, your team has been disqualified. And that was one of the toughest moment of my life, I said. And I was really very angry. Because I've put so much effort in this YouTube video, I wanted to make an impact. I've worked on this YouTube video for like day in day out, and I've submitted before the timeline. So I wrote an email back to them saying, uh, guys, I've followed all the guidelines. I've been in contact with the person in charge. Please try to reconsider. If your decision is final, then I understand completely. But so I just sent that email out, like impromptu stuff. And then the next day, the email came back, your team has been selected for finals. That was the best moment of my life. And then I uh, said it to my team, okay, guys, we are going to Kerala. Everyone was excited. Now we had prepared an actual idea. We went to the center, and then again on the first day itself, they said that your idea is not feasible. So our idea was to make sensors for sports and biomechanics application. And our first solution was to make an headband which would first sense whatever like inputs we are getting, whether it may be the pulse rate, the heart rate, the BPM. That was the first thing. The second part was there is a novel research concept called the TSCDSC. That is a transcranial direct current stimulation. That was a research concept. So we clubbed those two concepts together, and we are applying it to a field which was very novel even now. We were applying it for sports and biomechanics application. That was totally new. The judges loved the idea, but they said this is not practical for the hackathon, and you have to make something practical in 5 days time period. So we were like, okay, we need to switch up everything. Now we did not have we did not order the resources, we did not order the sensors, and it was very tough for us. It was like really tough for our team. So we thought, okay, we need to switch it up. So day in day out, we tried to practice, okay, what we can make out of this. By the end of fourth day, we actually had like an actual working prototype. We developed a socks which could understand the pressure movements of the feet. So and we pitched it in a very nice way. We made sure like it is how we are different, how we are better than our competitors, and they really liked the idea. But it was like, since it was on short time, we did not like make it full fledged a prototype. But all in all, it was a very wonderful experience. And again, I'd like to thank my team. I'd like to have special mention for Bhushan Bhaviska. He was on software and prototype. Siddhiraj on hardware. Ashish on sports head, and Himanshi as the creative head. And honestly, my team is the best team you can ever get because we had a lot of fun and we faced a lot of problems. And the key takeaway from all of my experience as SIH is, as an SIH participant, is actually understanding my own potential. Like, I understood, okay, if I can make something in such a less amount of time, and I can at least make a prototype, a working prototype, and I can pitch the investors, okay, this stuff is actually legit and we can do something out of it. I think all of us, if I can do it, I think all of us here can do it and make like a useful career of your lives. So I'll not take much of your time and say thank you to all the dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, and thank you all my team members, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Nalai. May I please call upon Urja Alvadkar from NeoWay?
Good evening, everyone. I am Urja Alvadkar from Team NeoWay, and I have always wanted to give that 70-minute Shah Rukh Khan type speech to my team for to pat their backs for making it through these 5 golden days of SIH. And now I'm grateful to have this opportunity given to me. The Chennai tour brought out the best in each one of us, isn't it, Team NeoWay? Our problem statement was to design and develop a wireless pod or a patch that is gentler on the newborn's fragile skin and allows for more skin to skin contact with the parent. The continuous sleepless nights, the uncountable advices and opinions and remarks on our idea, and our patience to note down every single thing and work on it accordingly, the innumerable research papers that we went through, the millions of calls that we made to know if we were on the right track. And I would like to mention here that Renu ma'am, as she mentioned Chandrakant sir and Paurush sir, we were the team who were calling them incessantly for the material science stuff. And I would like all of you to clap for them very loudly because it was really an encouraging thing for us. Thank you, teachers, and thank you, ma'am, for constantly supporting us. The longing to tell our parents about every single thing that we were going through, however good or bad it was. Those guffaws that we had every now and then to remind ourselves that we are still going strong. Those late night coffee cum brainstorming sessions that we had with the mentors at the CIIC Chennai that they had allotted us, and because they knew we came with none, and the unwavering support of CIIC Chennai, the utter disbelief of people when they realize that we are an all-girls team, the ever-helping volunteers that we had at CIIC, these are some of the many memories that the month of August gave us all. We learned a lot of things that we thought we were never good at, like core hardware stuff, electric circuits, and a lot more. We also noted one trend: design is a winner. Be it your prototype, your model, your presentation, as long as you have a design that even a layman can understand, you are the clear winner. We realized one thing, and maybe that is one of the most significant learnings of our 20s: to never ever underestimate ourselves, to never question our worth, to have faith in the Almighty and our abilities, to be ready for whatever life throws at us, and keep going on as no feeling is final. We also realize the role that parents and teachers play in our lives. Both guide you in ways that they can, not in ways that you want to. The path is ultimately yours to tread. I think everyone here would agree with me when I say that the quality of education and the courses and the facilities provided by our college and university is really unmatched. It hit us when we had to have our dinner and lunch in those little swimming pools of dirty water that happened due to incessant rain there in Chennai. I know every one of our team Naina, Shrabana, Tanvi, Shriya will never forget this 120 hours that we spent together. It was a beautiful time for all of us, the $1 million rated exposure and experience that we had, and the brilliant minds that we met from companies like Shell and GE Healthcare, with whom we are in touch even now, was once in a lifetime opportunity. I deeply thank everyone who supported us right from the university round of SIH, especially our teachers Preetham sir and Dipali ma'am, who encouraged us to participate for the same. I hence congratulate our winning teams, Team Actuators and Team Alpha, who gave it all for their SIH. Every other team. Mentor Dr. Paul sir for being there with us all this while. Special thanks to our soldier Shrabana, who tested positive for dengue when we got back from Chennai and is currently admitted to Vishwaraj Hospital and has joined us through a video call. Hope you get well soon, dear. Last but not the least, I thank our resourceful mentors and our all-time supporting team, Dr. Renu ma'am, Dr. Vinayak sir, Dr. Vishwanath Karat sir, Dr. Mangesh Karat sir, Dr. Mahesh sir, Dr. Vilas sir, Dr. Mohit Dubey sir for giving us this opportunity to venture out a completely different and a new side of ourselves to these hackathons, which literally brought out our hacking skills. I hope everyone's enjoying the new you. Good luck to you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. May I please request Tanishka Sharma from Team Rectactus to address?
Good evening. I'm Tanishka Sharma, speaking on behalf of my team Rectactus. We participated in the software edition of SIH, which was held in Coimbatore. The problem statement which we got was basically to help the visually impaired people to for basic concepts like science and mathematics. So to really understand the problems that what they face in school, and we visited the Pune school and Home for Blind, where we learned that the students weren't taught science and maths beyond the 8th grade curriculum. That was very disheartening because they weren't able to pursue career in fields such as medicine and engineering. That visit not just gave us a completely different entire perspective, but also we felt like let's not just do this for the hackathon. We have to even facilitate a change. So for the internal hackathon, which was held at MIT-ADT, we developed an Android application, and that Android application had two major of its properties. One was the haptic features, which was basically the vibrations, and the second was the audio cues, so that they actually understand whenever they press a button or anything. So we were thrilled about us. We started working on the hackathon, and it was a great experience. So during the judging round, one of the judges advised to add a hardware component to our solution. When we got to know that we came fourth, we were way too thrilled about it. And we absolutely started working on the idea. But we again revisited the blind school just to get a final opinion if this thing would work or not. And the answer what we got was that the idea would never work in real life. And we were like, oh God, now what? All of us have been working so hard, and the hardware is still going to be a problem. And I'll just be very honest. So this was the thing what we participated was for the software edition. And when they said to add a hardware, that was sort of not a thing that had to be added. And still remember Prerna saying like, God, it's a hardware. Would we assemble? Would we able to work? Because all of us are completely different. Like some of us are coders or some of us are like working on hardware. But the thing is, Nishant, if he's, he's not here, but he's like, let's just give it a try. Let's give it a shot. It's worth the shot. Then we decided to act on the advised. And then after a complete research and ideation, we keep up with the revised solution, STEMTAC. Again, an Android application, but it was interfaced with a hardware component. And that hardware component was basically used for embossing the tactile diagrams so that it becomes easy for them to understand every diagram or any sort of, science diagrams and mathematics, geometry, and all of it. So we visited the blind school, of course not the previous one because we were a little disappointed. We went to the Pune's Technical Institute of Blind Men's Association, and we were still very worried. Now, what if we get rejected? Now, what if anything happens? But they absolutely loved our idea. And that was like the biggest motivation which we had. And then we immediately started working. Then, once we got like a news that we are actually selected for SIH, all of us was so happy. We were like, you know what, let's go to Coimbatore, we'll fix it and everything. Now, unfortunately, for printing the 3D parts, all of the parts weren't there. But we started working, like, we made, we're like, let's go for it. We'll do it by hand. And Nishant has made the complete, all of our team members actually, they have made a complete CNC machine just out of a wood, which is like so tough in just 24 hours. And we were like, oh my god, he did that. Then on 23rd, we left for Coimbatore, and we were really warmly welcomed by the Shri Ishwar College. Once the competition started, all of us, even it was a software hackathon, it was for 36 hours. We worked constantly, we worked very hard. Our mentors also supported it. We had a lot of problems over there. Like a Bluetooth model wasn't working. But Professor Ganesh, he really helped us. And after troubleshooting multiple problems, we finally got to see our device in action. It was a moment of immense relief and joy. All of us had a very great experience. I would really like to thank Honorable Dr. Vishwakarat sir, Honorable Dr. Mangesh Karat sir, Dr. Mahesh sir, Dr. Renu Vyas ma'am, and Vinayak sir for their unconditional support. I'd even like to thank Dr. Vilas sir, Mohit Dubey sir, Dr. Preetham sir, and Dipali ma'am. Thank you so much for being there constantly helping us, even through those video calls. We're like, okay, is the thing working? Is it happening? Thank you so much for that. A special thanks to our industry mentor, Sumesh Jaswal sir, for his technical guidance and mentorship, without which we couldn't have reached so far. Lastly, I would like to thank my team, Nishant Chandolia, who unfortunately couldn't be here with us because he's not well, but it wouldn't have been possible without his hard work and his pep talks. Then I would like to thank Prerna Prem Chandra for being there, being the backbone, because she just kept on saying if the idea would work, we'll come up with a backup plan. Then I would like to thank Manasvi Patil for those amazing diagrams for the braille and everything that you helped. I would like to thank Shreyas Bapat for tolerating me when the code wasn't working. I was I'm so sorry for that. And Siddharth Chaudhary for his endless talk, but because of you, we were able to present the app. Thank you so much all, and thank you.
Thank you so much. May I please call upon Shruti Gandhi from Team Connect?
Honorable Dr. Mangesh Karat, respected dignitaries, and all present here today. I am Shruti Gandhi from Team Connect and also the only team from the design department. First of all, I'd like to start by congratulating all the teams for their outstanding performance and projects. After which, I'd like to thank our faculty and also Vilas sir for pushing us and guiding us throughout the entire journey. Coming to the experience of the hackathon, I'd say it was a great journey of events. We started off with pitching out our ideas in a very user experience design kind of a way, only to know that it was completely coding centered. So this is where the real journey began for us. 36 hours at hand and 2 entire portals to code. Start to end. This is where I stand highly grateful to my team. Since we already knew each other's strengths, it was very easy to divide the work and likewise get started right away. So we were 3 design students because unluckily the 4th one came up with his dengue reports the day we had to leave for Vijayawada. And our 2 very talented mentors, Dr. Ravindra Bachate sir and Mr. Atul Wadkar. We were coding using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Python, and we even executed a machine learning algorithm. It was an entire sprint of us learning, teaching each other, and executing within the 6-hour sprees we had at hand before each evaluation. A big thank you to our faculty for being so enthusiastic yet so patient throughout the entire journey. Now, coming to the bit of it. It all started in the train journey when we didn't even know if our seats were confirmed till the very last minute. So now, fast forwarding to Vijayawada. It was one adventure after the other, whether it be for the language barrier, the major change of food, or the living facilities. Finally comes the day of the hackathon, when we were lucky enough to get an entire cabin to ourselves, which we obviously took advantage of. Maybe that's why the team was always so energetic. It was just a group of students and mentors cheering and hyping each other up, occasionally getting up and playing music much louder than the other times and dancing our stress off. Not to mention the fact that we were almost overdosing on coffee and energy drinks. Finally, it was time for the results. Fingers crossed and hoping the best one wins, although we were internally praying for it to be us. Unfortunately, it wasn't. But the team was from Gujarat. It's fine though. The experience is what we were for. That's how we justified it. Overall, I'd say that SIH was one of the greatest learning experiences I've had in college, and I wish for many more soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much. May I please request Shahana Sheikh from Team Falcons?
Good evening, everyone. First off, I'd like to wish you all a very good evening and start off with the honorable mentions. I'd like to thank Dr. Renu ma'am, Dr. Vinayak Gaisa sir, Dr. Vishwanath Karad sir, Dr. Mangesh Karad sir, Dr. Mahesh sir, Dr. Mohit Dubey sir, and I'd like to thank Mr. Vilas sir for managing the whole event so smoothly. Next off, I'd like to thank Dipali ma'am and Preetham sir for arranging such mentoring sessions with the alumni of SIH and constantly being there for us. Next off, I'd like to thank our mentors, Professor Navya ma'am and Professor Porish sir. Most importantly, I'd like to thank my team members, the 5 pillars of my team, Tanushree Yadav, Smithal Maske, Tasleem Inamdar, Sabina Kazi and Suchismita Mishra. I'd like to congratulate each one of us present over here for making it till here, and I know for sure that there's a lot more to come. I think it's nothing but the hunger, the drive, the passion, and the desire to come out of our comfort zone and just do something better for our society and for ourselves. This has been once in a lifetime experience, right from the internal SIH to the grand finale. It has been a roller coaster ride with so much knowledge to gain and share. In a live session just before the grand finale with the CIO of MIC, Dr. Abhay Jere, he shared with us the reason as to why students have been allotted like different cities from the cities where they actually live. The reason that they gave is the SIH team wanted the students to experience and embrace the variety of cultures that our India beholds. And we were allotted Chennai as a nodal center, and I can say for sure that we have enjoyed every single second over there. Be it the culture, be it the people, and of course the food. It was just amazing. Our panelists present over there, they were always they were constantly supportive throughout the course of competition. Also, they challenged us with various tasks and forced us to think in every aspect, be it the design or the functionality of our idea. One of the panelists actually stayed back after the valedictory session, and we had a great discussion about the pros and cons of the idea, and he also gave us suggestions as to how we can take this forward. Now, teamwork, time management, consistency, hard work, all of these are terms that we have heard from a long time, and actually experiencing them and including them and completing a task in just 36 hours is what I have experienced for the first time, and it was a whole different thing. Now, SIH is the very first hackathon that me and my teammates have participated in, and I think this one has left us wanting for more. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. It is time to listen to our winning teams. May I please call upon Sadaf Sheikh from Team Alpha.
A very good evening to one and all present here. I am Sadaf Sheikh, a fourth year student of MIT School of Bioengineering Sciences and Research. My team Alpha won the hardware edition of the Smart India Hackathon 2022, held from 25th to 29th of August at Centurion University, Orissa. It is my honor to represent my team Alpha here on stage and share our memorable experiences. We worked on a problem statement given by the ITBP for developing a high altitude first aid kit for the defense personnel. Our journey was like an amazing roller coaster ride, having its own loops and twisted turns, and it all began in February 2022 after the announcement of the internal hackathon in the university. Starting from selecting the team to the ideation to the execution of the project, this has been an incredible journey. The multidisciplinary nature of our team helped in achieving success at every step and making memories and experiences that we will cherish all together. This hackathon presented us with many challenges and opportunities. So, we were working in Orissa and we were facing language barriers at times. But Sarvesh, with his outstanding networking skills, made it easy for us to interact with the host institute and even with our competitors. He, along with Sumed, worked on designing an oxygen cylinder, and I must say we successfully made it 30% lighter in weight compared to the commercially available ones. We had multiple levels of evaluations every day and also quick deadlines. During one of those evaluations, we were told to come up with a sterilization device. Sumed worked tirelessly on innovating such a device under immense time and pressure, and we successfully completed it in time. And I must say, he made it with a toothbrush case. It was a plastic toothbrush case which he used to make the sterilization device. There's a lot of back and forth during such hackathons, and the jury always was suggesting to report something new and modify existing systems. Kiran provided the latest research and action plans for the team throughout the hackathon, and we ended up calling him the Jugadu of Alpha. He was that efficient, I must say. One of the jury members was extremely impressed by the outstanding efforts of Atharva, the coder of Alpha, who designed one of the crucial elements of our product, that is the emergency communication system, and also added an advanced encryption to the ECS component of the kit on the go. Presenting our hard work was tremendously crucial. Hats off to Prajakta for her excellent verbal presentation skills. She immensely contributed to the synthesis and development of the novel wound healing patch along with me. The whole experience of SIH gave us a unique opportunity to build a product from scratch and apply everything that learned at university and more. As a team leader, I am very proud because we tackled all the challenges given by the jury. They also mentioned that they were really impressed by our teamwork. An interesting thing happened just a day before the final evaluation, when two of our important components stopped working totally. That was the time when the team sacrificed their sleep and comfort to find out solution to this unexpected difficulty. But finally, on the day of final presentation, we made sure all the components of the product worked flawlessly. It was a proud moment for us to represent our university at national level hackathon at this scale. and we express our gratitude towards MIT School of Bioengineering Sciences and Research and MIT-ADT University for providing us this opportunity. A big thank you to Honorable Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad sir, Dr. Mangesh Karad sir, Dr. Mohit Dubey sir, Dr. Mahesh sir for providing us with this opportunity. I would also like to thank Vilas sir for supporting and coordinating throughout. We wouldn't be here without a pillar of strength and immense inspiration, Dr. Preetam Bala. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you to our director, Professor Vinayak Khesa, sir, head Renu Vyas ma'am, for constantly believing and supporting us. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. Also, we thank all the faculties of MIT Bio as they were helping us throughout the project. I, on behalf of Alpha team, thank our university for providing the platform for us to come together and work for a better India. And last but not the least, Alpha, really proud of each one of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Last but not the least, may I please request Sabyasachi Banerjee from Team Actuators.
All right. I hope I'm audible. Rains during Ganesh Chaturthi and Ganesh Visarjan is quite a constant, isn't it? It is an honor to be given an opportunity to address such a distinguished crowd and about my team's experience in the hackathon itself. Firstly, I would like to thank Dr. Vishwanath Karat sir and Dr. Mangesh Karat sir and Dr. Mahesh sir for providing us with the opportunity to actually be in this SIH itself. It's an immense opportunity for all of us. I'd like to thank our head of school, Dr. Renu Vyas ma'am, and Dr. Vinayak Khesa sir for supporting us throughout this entire event. I'd also like to thank Dr. Vilas sir, for coordinating with us throughout the entire event, and of course our mentor, Dr. Chetan sir, and Dr. Naveen Huigol sir, and Dr. Preetam sir, the Pali ma'am, and of course our Nodal Center Forge Accelerator for all the support. So starting off with the entire experience, where do we begin exactly? We were given the entire problem statement around 15 days before we actually started off the work, and we took around 3 days to actually decide which problem statement we wanted to pursue. Our team, my entire enterprising team, with whom I would trust my life with at this point, we made sure that no matter what, during the internal hackathon itself, we had a dummy prototype ready, and we were able to present to them. And it was kind of heartbreaking when we weren't selected, but to see our name in the wait list, it was amazing. It was a phenomenal feeling right at that moment. And of course, the YouTube video, like my friend over here, Nilay, said, we prepared it in like one day, and we presented it, and we were selected, thankfully for that. And not only that, when we once reached Coimbatore, I think a language barrier is a constant amongst every single Nodal center that we have been through. And I remember this very funny incident where the girls in our team, they were conversing with the maids in the hostels itself over the Wi-Fi, and they got stuck in the conversation for 15 minutes and ended up with the maid getting frustrated with them and asking them to go away. It was quite an experience. And we were at KCT University, Kumar Guru College of Technology, and we were hosted by Forge Accelerator. And from the first day itself, we had the PM interaction, of course. I remember Siri constantly going through her speech, memorizing it. Not only that, she was constantly speaking to herself, and then we were scared to approach her even. It was that. I'm sorry, Siri. But the thing is that what I feel is that Siri managed to pull that off beautifully. And I remember my parents calling me up and telling me Siri was phenomenal on the camera itself, and how proud they were of every single one of us. And to hear that from your parents, truly, I can't even tell you. I was literally having tears leaking out of my eyes, because to make my parents proud, that is the pinnacle of what I wish to achieve in my life. And following that, the day 2, jury support and of course our mentors. We started off by presenting our idea, and we had to make a lot of changes. And not only that, our mentors, of course, Akash sir and Guna sir in the Forge Accelerator itself, they were constant supports over there. And no matter what, they actually spent 24 hours awake with us. And not only that, they were sleeping on couches whenever they had chances, and we would like simply go and pat on their shoulders, and they would immediately like, wake up, and they would be like, "Kya help chahiye? Batao abhi kya abhi." It was truly an amazing experience right over there. And of course, right before the day 5, the grand jury itself, we were made to question our entire idea. We got posed a question that a data that we would be using, would it be even feasible to power our entire device? And that is when Arya Patare and Sharvari Deshmukh, they came up with this beautiful idea of creating a sensor. Of course, we had an issue again, that the sensor that we got from the neural center was faulty. But then, you know what Guna sir did? He was like, "Oh, aapko sensor chahiye?" He removed it from his pocket. I was so surprised at that moment, and it truly showed us the resourcefulness of the mentors over there as well. And of course, I would like to thank Samruti for being there with me throughout the coding journey. I mean, creating the app from scratch itself, and using MIT App Inventor, of course. And it was truly a great journey. And Anshumi, thank you so much for being the research liaison for us during the entire time. And finally, I'd probably not just bore you with the technicalities of our product, of course, but I'd say that MIT University and SBSR in Constant itself, in those 5 days, I realized how important our course is. I mean, I realized that every single thing that we are taught in bioengineering, every single course, every single topic that we were taught, it's absolutely relevant. And not only that, our professors sitting right over here in front of us, they teach us with such diligence, and they're always there to mentor us, truly. I think we all should give them a big round of applause for supporting us throughout. And that's about it. Thank you so much, and thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and a huge congratulations to all the participants and winners once again. Achievement, till we do not get a moment to look back and appreciate the journey that we've been through. The media team of MIT-ADT University has put together an AV for us. May I please request the team to play the AV? Welcome you all to the inaugural ceremony of Smart India Hackathon 2022.
My dear friends, to dream by night is to escape your life, but to dream by day is to make it happen.
We are the young nation of the world, so it will be a good initiative of the government of India.
Then what is living? Living is nothing but solving the problem.
Whenever we try to solve problems in our own life, or maybe problem given by industry, problem observed by us, problem identified by us, I think we should spend maximum time in understanding the problem or identifying the problem itself.
Whatever the ideas and thought processes you have, the ideas will get matured. You will become a researcher, you will become a best solution finder, or you can have your own startup, and for that you need research is the end of for every solution.
We are here to revolutionize digital learning, and we are the winners of MIT-ADT 2022.
dear students and your mentor. I welcome all of you to this mega event called Smart India Hackathon, which is now the world's largest platform for creativity, for innovation, and leading up to the entrepreneurial journey of many of you.
Each one of you will utilize your brains for the good cause, and I think that's what is this initiative all about.
I'm happy to say that more than 73,000 startups are presently in India, which have created more than 7.5 lakh job opportunities.
It's a nationwide innovation hackathon platform. It's a great platform for the higher education students to execute their ideas.
MIT is a part of the history of the beginning of the Smart India Hackathon program. The first time MIT, our Kothurud campus, they took active part, and I was one of the the person who promoted the hackathon competition from institution to institution.
Hello, this is Siri Sampagaonkar from MIT-ADT School of Bioengineering Sciences and Research. I am the team leader for Team Actuators that participated and bagged the first prize in Smart India Hackathon 2022 held at Coimbatore. It was an amazing experience overall. Getting to interact with the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji was an icing on the cake. Presenting our solution to him was a priceless moment for all of us, and the eagerness and the humility with which he listened to our solutions was even more better. I am immensely grateful for my team members for their coordination and hard work, our wonderful mentors for their guidance, and MIT-ADT University for the given opportunity. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sumed Devle. I am from MIT School of Bioengineering Sciences and Research. I was a part of the team Alpha, which won the first prize in the Smart India Hackathon 2022 hardware edition. We worked on a problem statement given by the Indo-Tibetan Border Police. Our problem statement was to develop a high-altitude first aid kit. In order to solve this problem, we developed a smart high-altitude first aid kit, which included a blood clotting patch, a wound healing patch, a lightweight carbon composite oxygen cylinder, a smart feedback loop system to regulate the oxygen flow, and finally, an electronic emergency communication system. This kit will help the soldiers that are deployed on the borders to fight the enemies as well as receive fast first aid in case of emergencies. This product was highly appreciated by the jury members from Indo-Tibetan Border Police as well as our fellow competitors. Lastly, I would like to thank MIT-ADT University for providing us with this platform, and I would also like to thank our HOD Dr. Renu Vyas for the constant encouragement and support. This win wouldn't have been possible without the help of our mentor Dr. Preetham Bala, and lastly I would appreciate the hard work and perseverance of my fellow team members. Thank you.
Good evening everyone. I am Professor Vilas Khedekar, single point of contact for MIT-ADT University Internal Hackathon and Program Coordinator of MIT Center for Future Skills Excellence. At the outset, I wish to express my sincere gratitude to Professor Dr. Mangesh Karad sir for having given me the opportunity to conduct the internal hackathon, which enabled us to nominate the best teams from our university for the grand finale of Smart India Hackathon 2022. Two teams from our university won the first prize, Team Alpha and Team Actuators. Congratulations. I personally feel that all the teams which had participated in the grand finale are winners. Kudos to each one of them. You are the trendsetters. This year's hackathon has been a learning experience for all of us. Declaration of result doesn't mean that the hackathon ends here. The true hackathon journey commences now, the next year hackathon and beyond. I would like to also take an opportunity to exhort all the students of MIT-ADT University to start preparation for the next year hackathon. Please visit the website www.sih.gov.in. Check the problem statement listed therein. These are the common problems faced by the society. Select the one that appeals to you most and then start working on it. It's possible that there could be few changes in the problem statement next year. But I am fully confident that all of you will rise to the occasion and come up with innovative yet practical solutions. Looking forward to increase participations in the future. Best wishes for your endeavors. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much. May I please request Professor Vinayak Gesa Sir, Director, MIT School of Bioengineering Science and Research, and Trustee Myers to share a few lines.
Sorry, I've not written a big speech. I've written only names of the winning teams. Dignitaries on the dais, my dear faculty and the young students and friends. Right off the bat, heartiest congratulations to all 7 teams. Obviously, special congratulations to Team Alpha, Sadaf Sheikh, Atharva Tikhe, Kiran Marathe, Prajakta Tharwad, Sarvesh Zadav, Sumesh Evde, the actuator team, Siri Sampagaonkar, Ashwini Patil, Arya Partare, Sabyasachi Banerjee, Samruddhi Valaskar, Sharvari Deshmukh. Seriously, I think I need to get habituated to writing. I can't read my own handwriting. I'm so used to typing on the computer. So much is said by everybody before me, especially the young students here. I think you have said it all. I'm finding it hard to find words. It's also an emotional moment, like Dr. Renu was talking about, seeing all the young students, when they come in after the 12th and first year, and by the time they graduate, what a world of difference. I bet you're seeing that difference in yourself before the hackathon and after the hackathon as well. The common theme that you all may have seen and heard from all 7 teams is the perseverance, complementary teams, complementary skills within the team, and when there were tough moments, you did not give up. The saying, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. I bet you did not know you were that tough, and you actually learned that. Innovation is a habit, winning is a habit, and so is participating habit. And I really want to make sure we build that habit, and not just in bioengineering, at every department at ADT University. We need to work on that, and we need to continue on that. It's really, the energy is infectious, which means it's your job now, all of you, all 7 teams, to infect rest of the campus. And we got to see more and more people participating, and not just this hackathon, but there are multiple events and tournaments and interesting things happen throughout the year, and we got to all participate. Innovation is not a project or a task or a department. Yeah, innovation is a culture. That word has been said a few times before, and what that really means is building that right mindset in people. Basically, it comes down to people. That's really the secret sauce. I see a lot of secret sauces here. All our faculty, bioengineering faculty sitting here. I do a lot of interviews throughout the year in the software industry, as well as, of course, bioengineering. One of the questions I ask, and these are all PhDs with a lot of postdoc experience and so on, and one of the question I ask is, great, you have done this fantastic things in PhD, and whether I understand all of that or not, irrespective of that, my question is, how do you think it's going to help people, your research work? And I usually get 5 to 10 seconds of silence. A lot of people who are doing good research have not yet thought through how it's going to help people, the society, right? And that's what we really need to think through. How will it help people? And that's when the innovation starts trickling in. Mainly, secret sauces people, the faculty at Banjering, and that's what I like to see replicate all across the university. Uh, to help drive that innovation in you all. By the way, I just heard this afternoon that there's another team at Banjering won first prize in Johannesburg Hackathon this afternoon, and they're also offered to get incubated. So it's amazing thing. You're seeing how innovation culture helps each other and spreads that, and you all have that job now. All 7 teams have that job to spread that infection all across ADT University, and we want to see more and more such participation. It's not that Banjering teams have been winning first spot every year. There have been a lot of winners, second spot, fifth spot, fourth spot every year, somewhere the other. But that's how you build it, right? Participating is important, and why? Because you get to test yourself. You push the envelope. You learn to get out of your comfort zone, as you're saying, and I think that is what is making the difference. So I'll stop here. You all 7 teams, again, congratulations again to all the teams as well as my dear faculty. Wonderful job. You all, please pat yourself. Now the onus is on to all the seven teams to help spread this culture further and further, and make this a big movement. Yeah, thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Guys, you've made the university proud. We've gathered here today to felicitate and put a cherry on top of your performance. To appreciate the outstanding work by our students and mentors, each of our participating teams will receive a prize money of 30,000 rupees. May I please request Honorable Dr. Professor Mangesh Karat sir to felicitate our mentors and winners. May I please request Team Dynalog to come up on the dais? May I please request Team Neoway to come up on the dais? I request the mentors to please join the students. I request the team Rectactus to join us on the dais along with the mentors, please. I request Team Connect with the mentors to please come up on the dais. Team Falcons, I request you to please come near the dais. I request Team Falcons to please join us on the dais along with the mentors, please. Now it's time for our winning teams. To appreciate the outstanding performance, a prize money of 1 lakh rupees will be awarded to the winning teams. May I please request Team Alpha to join us on the dais? I request Team Actuators to please come closer to the dais, along with the mentors. I request our winning team, Team Actuators, to please join us on the stage along with their mentors. A huge congratulations to all of our participating and our winning teams. May I please request Honorable Professor Dr. Mangesh Karat sir to deliver the presidential address.
It is a lovely evening. I'm very happy today. I'm delighted. It is a moment of the great pride for the MIT Art Design Technology University. So once again, I convey my congratulations, hearty congratulations to all the teams, participating teams, winning teams, all the mentors, your teachers, your director, your head, everyone. The other team of the Innovation Council team, Dr. Bhojwani, Professor Suraj Boyer, our Dean of the Research, Dr. Mohit Dubey, Rekha Sugandhi. She is a hackathon expert. Right from, I think, 10 years, she is, conducting hackathons. So everyone is, expert in hackathons here. So I'm very happy today. And I see that, that New India is coming up here. I think that day also I had talked in my speech. Now India needs the people who will give the respect to our country for our enterprising skill, how we can develop. We are very good in programming. We are very good in other areas. We are very good academician, hard work. But all our generations, Indians are not expected as entrepreneurs. But I think you people have that ability, that skill. You will definitely bring that respect to our country. So for that reason, I'm very happy, because in the span of 5 days or 3 days or 2 days, you people have developed the solution to the problem. So that is a very important thing, and I'm very happy when somebody said in the speech, now more than 64,000 startups have come throughout country. So many unicorns are coming. So this is a knowledge-driven economy everywhere, right from the south to the north. Everywhere this wave has come and is really hitting every youth, mind of every youth, every university, every college. I think in the span of 3 to 4 years, more than 3,500 colleges are participating in the Innovation Council through the portal of the Innovation Council. Initially in the first year, only 900 universities and colleges were there, but now the number has gone to 3,500. Everywhere this competition is going, this awareness is increasing day by day. So it is a good thing. I think you can really make the dream into reality. So for that reason, I'm very happy. MIT-ADT University has taken the pledge to make this innovation-driven university, entrepreneurship-driven university, research-driven university, and with that that objective we are running. I'm very happy. All our colleagues, Dr. Renu Vyas, I think Bioengineering College name should be changed to the Hackathon College. I think Hackathon Degree Giving College. And in fact, it is a very good thing, rightly said by Dr. Vinayak Gaisas. This is the very, infection has happened to you people, and we pray that this infection shall remain throughout your life, and you will generate more and more, solutions to the problem. Whenever you will go, wherever you will go, whichever company you will join, you will give the number of solutions to that company by which the society will be benefited. So this is a very good thing. Idea came, today only I was talking to the engineering college staff that we should really plan the activities, how we can generate the problem solving ability of each and every student of each and every college on the campus. I know everyone cannot become the innovator, but at least the number. Next time, rather than 7 teams, I think we should go with the 25 teams, like that. So that number has to increase. So that will really make the university research-driven university, innovation-driven university, and with that hope, this activity is going on. Smart India Hackathon. In our day-to-day life, you have to face all the hackathons throughout the life after your graduation. This is a Smart India Hackathon. That will be real India Hackathon. And the problems, you have to only solve that problem. So this is the trial or mock-up of your real-time problem of the society. So I will not give very big speech, but I will be happy if some of you have a better idea. You can come to the Kriya Center. You can approach Dr. Mohit Dubey, You can go there. We have a startup fund there by the government of India. They will fund you. And if that fund is not there, university is there to fund you through Kriya. So funding is not the problem. Even in my after my graduation, I was aspiring to become entrepreneur, but no one gave me the support of, not only financial support, but no one supported my idea also. So that was the period 30 years back. But nowadays, I think so many government schemes are there, so many initiatives are there, and through that, everyone is getting support. So this is a very good change which is already occurred in our country. So we need not to go to America or to the Bay Area, that valley, Silicon Valley, to incubate your company. You can ideate and you can incubate your company in India, in MIT-ADT, I can say. With these words, once again, I congratulate all of you for this success, and I pray to the God, you will get more and more success. You will get more and more name, fame, and wealth. With these words, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for the constant support and encouragement. Your words always inspire us to do better and make you proud. A journey is only worth a memorable ending. I request Professor Smriti to kindly propose the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. I'll just take a few minutes, and I'm really privileged to propose the vote of thanks today amongst these future problem solvers and nation builders. A hearty congratulations to all the participating teams and the winning teams for making us all proud on the national front and celebrating the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav in its true essence. I'm grateful for the constant encouragement from Honorable Professor Dr. Mangesh Karat sir. He always encourages and motivates students to exceed their potential and achieve standards par excellence, which will help in bringing to life the motto MIT-ADTU of a New Age University for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. Thank you, Professor Dr. Mohit Dubey sir, for the words of encouragement. A sincere thank you to Professor Dr. Renu Vyas for her support and guidance throughout the hackathon journey. I'd like to thank Professor Vinayak Gesa sir for his kind words and encouragement. A big thank you to the mentors of each team who helped these budding innovators in refining their solutions and flying high at the national stage and bringing glory to themselves, their parents, their teachers, and their mentors. I also thank Professor Dr. Virendra Bhojwani sir and Professor Suraj Bhoya sir for the support and encouragement in the SIH preparation. Thank you, Dr. Rekha Sugandhi ma'am, who was in charge of the SIH of the Nodal Center of MIT-ADT University. A sincere thank you to Dr. Anand Chakradev sir, Pro Vice Chancellor, and Dr. Mahesh Chopde sir for their cooperation and motivation. I also take this opportunity to thank the sincere efforts by Professor Vilas Khedekar sir, the single point of contact who was the man behind the entire process right from the inception of this glorious success. I extend my sincere appreciation to all the deans, directors, HOIs and HODs and MIT-ADT University for your support, because this encourages us to progress and flourish. I'm also thankful to all the faculty who were the backbone of this event. Please do excuse me if I may have missed out any names. Thank you once again, everyone, for giving me this opportunity. Have a great evening ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I request all of our esteemed dignitaries and the teams to gather by the foyer for a group photograph to commemorate the day, along with which we can later proceed for dinner. Thank you for the time and hope to see many more winnings in the next year. But before we end, can we have a big cheer for all of our teams? Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Thank you so much. Have a great evening.